the zombies have taken over. The brave young plants are willing to do anything to save their home.
Greetings. The problem in focus today will be what we see in the field of agriculture. You see, according to the Food and Agriculture Organization in the UN, we estimate that up to 40% of global crop production is lost annually due to pests. The current mainstream approach to this is to use pesticides. But we all know that this is detrimental to the environment and ecosystems. Thus, we want to provide a more sustainable approach, introducing VOCs.
1. So, what are VOCs? VOCs are volatile organic compounds created by plants. They are small carbon-based molecules and are easily volatile. This means that they can evaporate and disperse into the surroundings very easily. They are an important part of the plant's defense system in serving as airborne alert signals, allowing plants to communicate with one another as well as with beneficial organisms against dangers such as pests and pathogens.
So, how do VOCs function in plants? You see, there are 3 stages involved in this. We have the production, emission, and receiving stage. In the production stage, VOCs can be produced in the roots, stems, leaves, flowers, and all fruits of the plant. Specifically, secretory tissues that synthesize and store these VOCs. In the emission stage, when there is damage to the plant tissues such as the gland and ducts will release the VOCs accumulated within. But under normal circumstances, VOCs will just diffuse out through the stomata or out the cuticle. So, in the receiving stage, how it goes is that in the cell membrane, there are receptors within. And when it receives the VOCs, the receptor will signal a chain of molecular events within the cell. Or the VOCs can enter the cell and there's a receptor inside, and you'll cause a chain of reactions to help with the plant's defense.
The main uses of VOCs is as such. Firstly, the Peter Tinker. VOCs function as a danger alarm system. When our plant is under attack, plants release VOCs to communicate to other nearby plants and to itself to strengthen their defenses. Secondly, VOCs can attract helpful insects. VOCs draw in predatory insects that help feed on pests harming the plants. This is a natural method of pest management, increasing the need for chemical pesticides. Lastly, VOCs prime the defense mechanism by ramping up the production of proteins and toxins that scare off pesky herbivores.
One example is when attacked by herbivorous pests such as spider mites or caterpillars, the tomato plant produces specific VOCs to protect itself. The VOCs attract enemies of these herbivores such as predators or parasitoids to help prey on the herbivores and kill them. VOCs also produces jasmonic acid, which synthesizes defensive compounds that includes protease, inhibitors that make the plant less palatable or digestible to these herbivores.
VOCs are also being integrated into technologies by companies. For example, the BASF company is exploring VOCs as part of their integrated pest management system. For instance, their focus includes manipulating plant-emitted VOCs to attract natural predators of crop pests or to repel herbivores insects. Here are some specific VOC properties. This is eugenol. Found in clove oil, cinnamon, and basil, it contains one aromatic ring with a total of 4 carbon-carbon double bonds. It functions as an insect repellent and possesses antimicrobial qualities by piercing the cell membrane of microbes, causing a leakage of cell organelles, leading to the death of the cell. It also attracts predatory insects such as parasitoid wasps that prey on herbivores like caterpillars, as parasitoids have developed highly refined sensory systems that allow them to detect specific VOC.
This is linalool. It is found in over 200 plant species, including lavender, mint, and citrus. Unlike eugenol, it has no aromatic ring and only 2 carbon-carbon double bonds.
Similar to eugenol, the linalool is an insect attractant to lure predators like ladybugs and parasitic wasps to kill pests like aphids. It also has antifungal and bacterial properties, adding extra protection against microbial infections.
Round 2, fight!
One advantage is they protect against heat stress through the emission of isoprene. They emit isoprene during high temperature conditions, stabilizing cell membranes and reducing oxidative damage caused by heat stress. Furthermore, the way they reduce the oxidative stress is by acting as a chemical buffer against ROS, which stands for reactive oxygen species, which we have learned, thereby protecting the photosynthetic machinery from oxidative damage while maintaining plant efficiency. Another advantage is protection against UV radiation. So, phenolics VOCs, a type of VOCs, are secondary metabolites known to be produced in response to UV radiation. They have strong antioxidant properties which help neutralize ROS generated by UV exposure. These compounds act as sunscreens by absorbing harmful UV radiation and protect cellular compounds like DNA and proteins. So for the last benefit, it will be that VOCs are better than pesticides for 2 main reasons. Number 1, impact on non-target organisms. Many pesticides harm beneficial organisms such as bees, which are pollinators, and natural predators of pests. However, VOCs does the exact opposite by attracting them. Okay. The second reason would be human health risk. VOCs do not have any impact on us in normal quantities. However, pesticide has, which might cause diseases and cancers in our body. So for the harms would be impact on atmospheric chemistry, which would be ground level formation. VOCs, especially isoprene and monoterpenes, can react with nitrogen oxides and other pollutants in the atmosphere under sunlight, contributing to ground level ozone. Ground level ozone is harmful to plants, animals, and humans as it causes respiratory issues and reduces crop yields. So for the last harm would be global warming. Although VOCs themselves are not greenhouse gases, their role in forming aerosols can directly affect global warming. VOCs can react with OH and/or ozone to form more oxidized, lower volatility products. These products condense, creating secondary organic aerosols, which can mix with elements such as sulfate, nitrate, or black carbon to complete complex aerosols. Why is black carbon bad? Well, black carbon, a component of aerosols, deposits on ice and snow, reducing their reflectivity and accelerating melting, which increases the rate of global warming.